Good Wednesday, halfway to Friday. Hope everybody's going to have a good day today. My name is Jewel, and this is the Weather Channel of J7409. Thank you so very much for clicking play and checking out all the weather with me today. Before weather gets going, we do have some very severe weather today that's coming up, along with the regular forecast, and we'll check the tropics out. But look at all the fires going on in the U.S., my friends. It's like, just look at them. We'll check out how many's going on here in our nation of the U.S. We're at a level 4. We have 74 large active fires going on at this time. 74 people. Can you believe that? That's something else to look at. So, if you're in any of these areas, my thoughts and prayers are with you. The smoke has to be awful in some places. I know it's drifting around all over the nation, and Canada has a lot of wildfires going on also. So, folks, all I can say is you are in my thoughts and prayers, and I hope these fires get contained soon. Now, so far as the tropic goes, right quickly over at the National Hurricane Center, I don't think this little fella's going to do too much. It's just a non-tropical area of low pressure. It's several hundred miles south-southwest of Cape Race, Newfoundland. Now, it is producing near gale force winds right now, and showers and thunderstorms well east of its center remain limited, though. Now, although environmental conditions are only marginally conducive during the next couple of days, some slight development of this system is possible. Now, I was looking at it on all kind of models this morning. It does have gale force winds now. The winds may increase a little bit, but however, the warm water is contributing to this. Towards the end of the week, the low is expected to accelerate northeastward and open up into a trough of low pressure to the south of Atlantic Canada. It's only 10%, 2 days, 5 days. Even if it did pick up a little more strength, it's going to rush out this way. What you're looking at here with tropical weather is a Hafmala diagram. What this is used for, it's a very common way of plotting data that highlights the behavior of tropical waves. Okay, remember yesterday I told you one was probably going to be coming off of Africa and the tropical update. Well, here it is coming off right in here right now. So we may have this wave to follow. It may turn into something. It may not. But according to the National Hurricane Center, clusters of this moderate to strong convection are approaching the west coast of Africa. They hadn't got there yet, as I showed you, but the Hafmala diagram is indicating the westward propagation of this convective activity, and it is likely associated with the next tropical wave. But tropical waves are one thing. We got to wait and see if it turns into something. I'll keep my eyes on it because it won't be the only one coming off of Africa, especially later this month. But as of now, take a sigh of relief, everybody. Enjoy your day. Enjoy the rest of the days that are good before we do have some major hurricanes and big-time tropical storms to pop up again. Severe weather, we do have some that's going to pop up probably in the late afternoon hours going through tonight. You can see portions of Iowa, Wisconsin. You are up to an enhanced number 3 level. Now, damaging winds along with hail are expected with these thunderstorms across the upper Midwest this afternoon and evening. Isolated damaging winds are also possible across parts of the Northeast. You are under a slight right here in Massachusetts, going over into New York, southern Vermont and New Hampshire, right in this area here, and a little bit of northwestern Connecticut. This is the target zone. If you live in this area, the wind is going to blow. Now, you do have a 5% chance of tornadoes popping up. Not saying they're going to, but you need to watch your skies. especially in Iowa and Wisconsin, with a 2% chance in the outlying areas. Now, that wind, it's up to 30% chance of these severe winds for the very tip of southeastern Minnesota, a large portion of Iowa, and a large portion of Wisconsin. If you've got anything outside, you need to pick it up, bring it in. These winds could blow 50, 60, 75 miles per hour. Now, these would be wind gust and down microburst of winds. Sometimes these winds do just as much damage as a tornado. They just don't last but a few seconds, and they don't move very far. But you need to keep that into consideration. 15% in all the outlying areas, with a 5% chance going from Michigan all the way down to Kansas. Now, in the Northeast, the biggest chance of winds are going to be in Massachusetts. A little bit of New York, maybe southern Vermont and New Hampshire, and northwestern Connecticut, but it's mainly looking like New York and Massachusetts. You have a chance of some severe winds. So far as hail goes, it's confined to Iowa, southeastern Minnesota, a little bit of northwestern Illinois, and a large portion of Wisconsin, where the most chance of hail should occur. So folks, be careful with these storms. They shouldn't roll in till late this afternoon and go through the evening hours. As we take a look at my future radar, this is just for today, my friends, just for today. It's looking like all of this active summertime weather, mainly afternoon and evening intense thunderstorms with heavy downpours, will continue to make the weather going through today, possibly into tomorrow. Now, this especially holds true for portions of the upper Midwest, Central Plains, and Desert Southwest, and the Florida Peninsula. A slow-moving frontal boundary. It's going to meander across Kansas and Nebraska and extending northeastward to the northern Great Lakes. And this, in combination with multiple mid-upper level impulses, that's going to fuel additional rounds of storms with high rainfall rates, and any storms that develop will have the potential to produce severe weather and flash flooding. That's what I've just showed you. Afternoon and evening showers and storms are also expected to be in place across the Four Corners region each day, especially in southern Arizona and western New Mexico, as the southwest monsoon evicts deeper moisture into this region. Now, given relatively weak steering flow aloft, many of these storms will likely be slow moving, and that could result in flash flooding for canyons and burn scar areas, any vulnerable areas that could flood easily. So, if you do have any of these slow-moving storms going over in this region, Arizona, New Mexico, in these areas here, be aware you could have some flash flooding. Temperatures. Well, the ongoing heat wave across much of the western U.S. is abating across the southwest as monsoonal moisture increases. But noteworthy positive anomalies will still exist across inland portions of the Pacific Northwest and Great Basin through Thursday. Overnight low temperatures are expected to still be above normal and well across the greater portion of the western U.S. compared to the daytime highs. But by tomorrow, maybe you're going to feel some relief, folks. Now, hot and humid conditions will also be present across much of the eastern U.S., and I can testify to that. Today, I should be in the upper 90s, and it'll feel like it's 100 or more. Now, in the eastern U.S., we're going to have these hot and humid conditions through the end of the week before cooler weather arrives in time for the weekend. And when I say cooler weather, I mean we may hit the 80s. It's not going to be a big cold front. It's going to be a cold front, and whatever relief we can get, we'll take it. Thanks for watching, my friends. Thank you to all my dear regular subscribers. Thank you to all of my new subscribers. If you're into the weather, all kinds of weather, I watch it all, folks. I make daily weather forecasts. Click subscribe, that little J7409 weather emblem in the bottom right hand corner. Then click that bell and check off all to make sure you get all my latest weather videos. Thank you so much for everything you do for me. I love you all to death. Have yourself a wonderful, good, blessed day.